What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it, okay? They're not going to affect you like you think they are. They're not going to affect you like they think they are. All right, the enemy will never win against God. The enemy will never be able to win against God. These people aren't going to be able to affect you like they think they are. All day, these people, to no avail, will try to waste their time trying to affect you in a negative way. But I'm here to tell you that they're not going to be able to affect you how they think they are. Because once I tell you what I'm about to tell you right now, they're going to have a less impact on your life. Okay? These people can't affect you, okay, the way they think they can, because you're in control of your own thoughts. And as rough as it is some days, when they try to bother you and when they try to affect you, you're still in control of your own mind. So no matter what they're trying to do, no matter what they're trying to bring to your reality, you're in control of your own mind. You don't have to allow what they're doing to bother you. Day after day, them doing it repeatedly and not stopping, that's the only reason why they're able to get to you and get underneath your skin, is because they do it repeatedly, and they keep doing it and doing it and doing it. That's the only reason why it affects you. That's the only reason why it affects you how it does. And I'm here to tell you that from outside looking in, if you were to write these things down, if you were to record these things, recording things, it helps, because that's another thing. Okay, I'm going to get to recording things in a minute. But back to what I was saying previously, these people aren't going to be able to affect you how they think they are, because you're going to control the way you think about the interaction with them. All right, as long as you control the way you think about the interaction, then they're not going to have as much power over you as they think they do. Only reason why they think they have that much power in the first place is because they keep doing something repeatedly. Anybody that does something repeatedly over a long period of time is going to eventually have an effect on a person. And that's where they get a false perceived sense of power from. And that's where we give them a false sense of power, because we end up falling in the trap of thinking that these people are powerful and strong because they keep doing it and that they don't stop. But the one thing that we have to do, all we have to do is just keep our mindset. All we have to do is just keep the same mind state when it comes to dealing with them, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to change. So all we have to do and what we have to know is that when we deal with them, it's all mind game. It's all a mind game. They may be trying to affect you in a negative way. They may be doing things, but what they're doing is they're trying to affect your mind. And the one way they can only affect your mind by getting to you. That's why they have to bother you. And when they bother you, depending on how you process what they're doing to you, that's what makes you upset, angry, or frustrated or not. All right, so the fact that they're bothering you, that's not making you mad. The fact that they're bothering you every day and it's able to get to you because you allow it to get to you a little easier on the 11th day than the first day, that's the only way they're able to bother you, because these people aren't as powerful as they think they are, and they're not going to be able to get to you like they think they can. It's all depending on your thought. All depending on your thought. When you're having a bad day, when it's towards the end of the week, when you're around someone and they've been bothering you for quite some time, it's a lot easier for them to get to you, because they're trying to break you down, and they may have broken you down a little bit. But what you have to do is remember that they are trying to break you down, and you have to remember not to let them break you down. But okay, they've done this already. I didn't react the first time. I could treat the first time just like this time. I didn't react the first time. I don't have to react this time. I didn't even respond to them. It just ignore the reaction. Say you're not reacting to them at all. Say you're past that. Say you're able to not react to them anymore. You've leveled up. You don't even respond to them half the time. All right? Don't even respond to them. When they're standing in your way, when they're blocking you, when you have to say excuse me or push them out the way, then you respond to them. All right? But then if you don't have to, don't even acknowledge them. And the reason why you end up acknowledging them or responding or even reacting to them is because, like I said, they're repeat offenders. They'll do it again and they'll keep doing it and they'll keep doing it until they get their reaction. These people aren't smart. These people aren't strong. These people aren't powerful. They have no superpowers. They're not spiritual. There's nothing secret or amazing or special about them. It's just that they'll copy you. They'll monitor what time you do things because people are creatures of habit. That's why you got to switch up what you do. If you do something one day, switch it up the next day. You do one thing that day, then switch that up. You got to keep switching things up as a targeted individual because people are constantly watching you and trying to map out and route your day. They're trying to map out and route your movements and when and how you do things. All right. So with that being known and understood, all you have to do is realize that it's not going to change. These people aren't going to change. We get frustrated sometimes because we go out and we expect something different. We can't expect anything different except from anyone but ourselves. We are the only ones that we can expect different from. Not that we should expect the worst, because we only should expect the best. But when you run into difficult people, when you run into trying people, they can't get to you, but only through your own thought. And they're only able to get to you a lot easier because they're doing it repeatedly and it doesn't seem like they're going to stop anytime soon. So the one thing that I'm asking you to do to help you so that you can look at this situation a lot easier and a lot better and take your power back today so that they will never be able to affect you how they thought they would ever again is that you are the in-between. You are the happy medium, okay? You are the thing that has to accept. That's why I made a video earlier this week. I said, do not agree. Don't agree with the negative projections of your mind. They're trying to project negativity onto you by stalking, harassing, copying, doing things you don't like. They're trying to get into your head. They're trying to get to your mind. And the only way they can do that is by your own thought. When you accept the fact that the person is annoying, when you accept the fact and let the person get on your nerves, you have to accept that something is annoying. You have to let it in. And that's the only way somebody can get on your nerves, by you letting them in your mind, by you accepting that that's what they're doing. Because there is a way for you to not let what these people do affect you. And it's via your own thought. It's by your own thought. Your thought has to be the in-between. You have to cut them off with your thought. That's why your words have power and your thoughts have power. Thoughts are things. When you allow your thoughts to be infiltrated, when you allow their negativity to enter your thoughts, it becomes things. Those things bother you. Those things become things that rent space in your head. They become things that stop you from progressing because you can't think straight. You're worried about these people. They're on your mind. You're trying to in your head, you're trying to rewind what they did and trying to stop it and trying to figure out ways to make them change and how to stop them from doing whatever it is they're doing. That's the wrong way. We think we could try to stop them. We think there's something we could do if I follow them back, or if I stalk them back, or if I do this, or if I retaliate. That's not the way. Only way to make them not have any effect on you is in your own mind. You have to be stronger than them in your mind, okay? You have to be stronger than them in your mind, and you have to not allow them to affect you. You have to put yourself above them in the sense of you are God and your thought reigns supreme. We have to remind ourselves this. This is something that we have to make sink in our subconscious mind. These people can only get to us via our own thoughts. We may not have a good day. We may not have a great day. Every day may not be a good day when it comes to this, but you have to remember, these people can only get to you through your own mind. These people only have power to access you and stress you and trouble you through your own mind. And it becomes a lot easier when they do it, and because they're not letting up and they're not stopping. They're continuously poking until they get the result that they want. So once you realize that, like, okay, this person's just poking me, it's no different than when they poked me before. What I have to do is make sure that I'm all right. What I have to do is make sure that I have the right attitude. When you feel good and everything is right with you and everything is going good in your life, people could be like, hey, I'm trying to bother you. Hey. If everything is going right with you and everything is good with you, your money's right, your attitude is right, your spirit's right, you just had a good meal, you're having a good day, everything is going well for you, even when things go wrong, you're still going to come out on top, and things aren't going to be able to affect you and bother you like they would if things were going wrong and you were already stressed and you were upset and you were on some don't push me because I'm close to the edge type stuff. When you're close to the edge, a little small thing could push you over the edge. That's why it's important that you have the right attitude about yourself, you have the right feeling about yourself, and you feel good about yourself, because that is going to make these people not be able to affect you like they think they can. And also, when you're monitoring how you feel, when you go out into the world with a positive attitude, and you go out into the world and you make sure that you were good and you aren't stressed, the little bit of stress that they try to give you is not going to knock you over the edge, because that's the only way you can get upset, is by allowing it. And when you're already stressed and upset, your defenses are kind of down. So that's why it's good to take care of you. It's good to make sure you're right before you leave, when you wake up, when you have a break, when you have some time to yourself. It's good to reevaluate where you're at. Where am I at? How am I feeling today? Am I okay? What am I thinking? How am I feeling? How am I feeling about today? How am I thinking about today? What am I thinking about today? What am I feeling about today? And make sure that you're good. Make sure that you're mentally sound, because when people are putting you under pressure and stuff like this, watching you, stalking you, harassing you, you're going to have to monitor your stress levels. That's why I made that video about how you're going to have to find peace. You're going to have to find peace as well as ignore the negative projections of your mind. By ignoring the negative projections of your mind, by not allowing these people to get to your thoughts, and by you thinking, all you got to do is think something different. All you got to do is think something different. The anger will subside. It will flow away. You can even tell yourself that the anger will flow away. Peace will come to you, okay? Peace will flow to you. You can even pre-program yourself. Whenever I see it, get you, and that's another thing. That's why it's important to remember. Only way these people could get to us is when we forget who we are. That's the only way. You have to remember. All right, you have to remember. These people can only get to you through your own thought. Depending on what you think, that is going to determine how you feel about the situation. All right, so I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting the share button. Make sure that you continue to monitor your thoughts. Make sure you continue to work on yourself. Make sure you continue to not let these people get to you to make you think anything different. All you got to do is think something different. When these people are trying to affect you, think something good. That's why the Bible says to ponder on things that are positive, things that are pure, things that are of the light. Because whatever you think, you will become. Whatever your thoughts are focused on grows. Whatever you focus on is going to grow. That's why these people want you to focus on them. They want to be that agitation that grows in your mind, instead of you having something positive that grows in your mind. They want to plant negative seeds in your mind that grow, so that you'll think that everybody's like that, and that you'll attract more people like that. It's just that one person acting like a doofus. And we're going to cut that one person off. We're going to single that one person out, and we're going to pour the blood of Jesus over that person, and we're going to look for the good and we're gonna bless that person in our mind. We're gonna see that person as a good person in our mind. We're gonna let go of the resentment. We're gonna let go of all the hate, all the negativity that they try to project into us, because we don't want to resent these people. We don't want to have any negativity towards these people, because that's going to keep a negative link. That's going to keep a soul tie from us to them. And we don't want any negative cords. We don't want any negative energy links between them and us. That's why we want to let them go. We want to empty our mind. This is why throughout the day it's good to empty your mind. Just maybe twice a day, empty your mind. All right, when things aren't going wrong, don't try to figure it out. Why did that person just don't try to figure it out? Empty your mind, because it's not worth you trying to figure out. There's nothing to figure out. People are on demonic frequencies. They're doing weird things to try to get your attention, and that's all you need to know. You're not doing anything to make these things happen. All you're doing is being yourself, and people are feeling negatively about it and trying to take out how they feel on you because of it. So you're going to have to make sure that you're not letting that bother you, and you're going to have to make sure you're not letting that get to you, and you're going to be able to do that by controlling your thoughts. So that's what this video was about. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Click the subscribe button, click the share button. I'll see everybody in the next video. This has been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We out.